Good evening. My name is Sherry Hardy, and I'm the Senior Class Assistant Principal. It has been a blessing to work with your child all 4 years here at MHS. I am honored to welcome you to tonight's Montgomery High School graduation of 2021. Because this is such a special ceremony for all of us, we want to ensure that each family will be able to hear their graduate's name called. Therefore, I ask that you please refrain from using air horns, cowbells, or any other noise-making devices except for your loud cheers and clapping for your favorite graduate. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter. And now, let the celebration begin. At this time, please rise to welcome our 2021 Montgomery Bear graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as Evelyn Prochaska leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance with the presentation of colors by our Marine Corps JRTC, followed by our all-state choral representative Quinn McClendon and the MHS Madrigal performing the national anthem.
Remove your hats and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose star strikes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, would so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bellows bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
Thank you. Please remain standing while I welcome Abigail Wilson and Reed Turner to the podium for opening remarks.
Please join me in prayer by bowing your heads. Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening to thank you for the class of 2021. We thank you for the blessings planted along our journey that helped us get here today. Lord, watch over each and every one of these students. Grant us with your abundant and ever-present strength as we embark on our new journey of life. Father, we thank you for this day, and we ask that you prepare our eager hearts for the road ahead. Help us to use the knowledge instilled in us by our teachers, parents, and peers for the good of future generations. Lord, as we commence our lives, allow us to grow wiser and more reliant on you. May we constantly be reminded by your steadfast love and overflowing grace, and may the road ahead be paved with opportunities that bring honor and glory to you. Thank you, Jesus. In your name we pray, amen. You may be seated.
Whenever. Good evening and welcome. I am Reed Turner, and it has been my honor to serve as your MHS and State Student Council President for this past year. I would like to welcome friends, family, and most importantly, my fellow students to the Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have come today to celebrate this monumental and long-awaited occasion in our lives. I do not only speak for myself when I tell you how meaningful it is to have each and every one of you here together today. I also extend a special thanks to the teachers and faculty members who have put a tremendous amount of effort and dedication into guiding every student here to this prestige accomplishment of graduating. And to my classmates, By the end of this ceremony, you will all officially be a Montgomery High School alumni. Savor this moment. Take a deep breath, sit back, and enjoy the show. Thank you all, and welcome to Montgomery High School's 2021 graduation ceremony.
Thank you, Abby and Reed. Good evening. I am the proud principal of Montgomery High School, Andrea Schur, and on behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to welcome everyone. We are pleased that you are here to join us to celebrate this very special occasion. There are several platform guests that I would like to recognize and ask that they stand when their name is called. Audience, please hold your applause and guests remain standing until all have been introduced. Our Board of Trustees, Mr. Sean Dennison, Dr. Matthew Fuller, Mr. Gammon Hammonds, Mr. Mike Hopkins, Mr. Trey Kirby, Ms. Linda Porton, Ms. Lori Turner, representing our district Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Heath Morrison, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Dr. Dwayne McFadden, our distinguished students, Valedictorian Nicholas Insee, Salutatorian Dustin Dillon, high school representatives, Ms. Sherry Hardy, Senior Assistant Principal, Ms. Jennifer Griffin, Assistant Principal. To the side of our stage are an amazing counseling team and readers today, Ms. Lori Zulke, College and Career Coordinator, Lead Counselor, Ms. Connie Burnett, and counselors, Ms. Melanie Tullis and Ms. Lauren Thompson. Thank you for all your leadership and unwavering commitment of support to our students, staff, and community. Please join me in welcoming our guests. Thank you. May be seated. Montgomery High School class of 2021. Woo! What a privilege it is to stand before you today. I am beyond blessed and honored to serve such an outstanding group of young adults who have now led Montgomery High School through 2 pandemic years, a rainstorm, stay away today, and an unbelievable ice storm. And despite these unprecedented times, you not only persevered as individuals, but pushed the bar in so many areas as a Montgomery Bear, building accolades that will forever mark the halls and walls of greatness at Montgomery High School. Please stand and remain standing when your team and/or event is recognized. that I speak for our entire staff when I say words cannot express enough how thankful we are that each of you shared your unique gifts in making it this year a success. I would like to ask at this time the parents, grandparents, and family members of our seniors to please stand. Seniors, please give your families a round of applause for their investment and their support of you throughout the journey and preparing you for the next chapter of your lives. Families, thank you for sharing these young women, men and women, and for your support for Montgomery High School. Let us also thank another group who poured into your growth over the last 4 years, those who have joined us today to experience this commencement, as well as those that couldn't be here today. Can we give a round of applause to our faculty and staff? Seniors, cherish this moment in time, knowing all that you have accomplished and all that is yet to come. I want to share a quote with you by Ralph Emerson that I have often drawn from and hope it will be a source of inspiration for you in reflecting on in all that you have overcome to get to this moment, the obstacles that may arise and the strength that you have shown and will continue to show throughout. And the quote is, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Congratulations, class of 2021. We know that your success here will continue and you will always be remembered as a Montgomery High School Bear. I am again honored to have served you. Thank you. Ms. Hardy, will you please come to the podium and introduce our salutatorian?
It is an honor and privilege for me to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2021, Mr. Dustin Lee Dillon. Dustin is the son of Tracy and Raquel Dillon. Will the parents of Dustin please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Dustin has served as the choir president and holds membership in Tri-M Music Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and National Honor Society. He has also been a viable member of our VEX robotics team, as well as a plane builder for our student-built Purple Baron, an RV-12 FAA certified aircraft. He plans to attend Texas A&M University as a first-generation college student in order to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. In the future, he hopes to become a flight dynamics officer at NASA's Mission Control. Mr. Dustin Lee Dillon, the class of 2021's salutatorian.
Hello, esteemed faculty and families of my fellow graduates. My name is Dustin Dillon, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending the Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. In preparation for this momentous occasion, everyone told me that I needed to write a salutatorian speech that was funny. Well, I hate to disappoint. I'm not that humorous of a person, so sorry in advance to those of you who expected me to knock your socks off. Others also believed I would incorporate a Star Wars quote into the speech. While I am a fan of the franchise, I did not believe that had any place here in our graduation. Again, I am sorry to disappoint you. I bring up this idea of expectation because our entire lives have been structured around our expectations of ourselves, of others, and of the world. I think that now, more than ever, this idea rings true. Now, I know that you're all sick of the COVID conversation. Believe me, I am too, so I won't dwell on it for long. But this pandemic and the subsequent shift in the way we live has redefined so many of the expectations that we had for our senior year of high school. Just look around you for proof. We're sitting in our own high school stadium, just across the street from MHS, instead of in a grand university venue because of social distancing and mask requirements. I don't think this is exactly what any of us had considered envisioned as a part of our final moments here. Although things may be different, it's important to note where you are. You are graduating. Despite being blindsided by uncertainty and navigating the uncharted waters of Zoom and Google Classroom, in the face of adversity you forged through, and now you have accomplished something truly great. But this tenacity is not exclusive to the past year or the pandemic. Before we were ever worried about such things, we fought through our own personal troubles. Each and every one of us has gone through a time where we fell short of our own lofty expectations. We set goals for ourselves and worked hard to achieve them, but sometimes our expectations do not match up to reality. Sometimes our vision of what we should be conflicts with what we are. And you can either settle for that or strive to be better. You can let life knock you down, but when you stick to your ideals and work hard, you'll find true success, not failure. It's only a matter if you're willing to step up to the challenge or not. And that's exactly what you all have done these past 4 years, which is why you're here today. This will be the last time we're all together. We're entering a whole new world, and a very unpredictable one at that. This world will have its own expectations for the type of person you should be and what you should do with your life, but pay no attention. Everyone has a different path in life that they will follow, and it may take you a few tries to figure out exactly what that is. The only person you should be trying to impress is yourself. As long as you strive to be the best version of yourself, you will always be successful, but it won't always be easy. No matter what your plans are or where you may go, you will face challenges. It may seem like the whole world is against you, but you'll always have someone in your corner cheering you on. Remember that as you explore this newfound independence. Keep your friends and family close. You will need them. My family is the reason I'm speaking to you today. They have taught me so much about how to live a good life and how to be a good man, and I'll take their lessons with me for a lifetime. So Mom, Dad, thank you. Thank you to my friends, who gave me so many fond memories and joyous laughter. I'll miss seeing you every day. I'd like to thank God for all the blessings He has given me and for guiding me in this crazy world. And thank you to Montgomery High School and its faculty for all 4 years of countless tests, projects, and staying up until midnight to turn in a paper. I've grown up in MISD, and it is sad to say goodbye, but endings are just the start of something new, and the most beautiful things come from new beginnings. As we gather our diplomas and turn our tassels, you will soon forget about this speech I've given you, and that's okay. My feelings aren't hurt at all. After all, I'm just another kid like all of you, ready to embark on this grand adventure. I do not contain decades worth of knowledge like our elders, but I do contain 18 years. We have all been learning for 18 years now, and I encourage you to do so for the rest of your lives. I use everything that I have learned so far to help craft this speech, and I hope that has inspired you in some way. Personally, I've no doubt been inspired by all of the amazing things that the graduating class of 2021 has and will accomplish. Thank you, and good luck to you all. Thank you.
Dr. Morrison and Board of Trustees, will you please join me at the front of the stage? In the presentation of the Salutatorian plaque, Dustin Dillon, on behalf of Montgomery High School and the class of 2021, we honor you. Montgomery High School, your Salutatorian for the class of 2021, Dustin Dillon. Now, it is with a great pleasure that I introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2021, Mr. Nicholas Adian Ince. Nick is the son of Brian Ince and Stacy Bacchus and stepdad Jeff Bacchus. Siblings, Alexander Ince, Brooklyn Bacchus, Ashlyn Bacchus. Will Nick's family please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Nick has served as the president of National Honor Society, the student council treasurer, the president of Mu Alpha Theta, and served as the basketball manager for the boys varsity basketball team this year. Nick is a third-generation valedictorian. No. High standards. His mom and her mom, Nick's grandmother, were both valedictorians. As a house divided among an Aggie mom, stepdad, and brother, Nick will be the first one to go to University of Texas, where he will major in computer science with a focus on software development and maybe start a company down the road. Bear Nation, please welcome your valedictorian, Mr. Nicholas Incy.
Good evening, everyone. Before I get started, I would like to congratulate all of my fellow graduates. I was officially notified that I was going to be the valedictorian around February, so naturally, you would think that I've had ample time to plan and write out this elaborate speech, tying in some extended metaphor, or using a Rubik's Cube to make a point, or maybe even defining what the word valedictorian means. But as many of my fellow classmates and friends know, waiting till the last minute always seems like the most logical option. So tonight, I'm just going to be myself and talk about some people who have helped me along the way and maybe leave you all with something meaningful in the end. First off, I would like to thank all of my family and friends that have traveled here to support me. I appreciate you all. It is truly an honor to be named the Montgomery High School 2021 valedictorian. Although everyone has differing experiences and opinions when it comes to school and teachers, personally there have been some amazing teachers in my life who have shaped me into the person I am today. I want to thank all of my teachers throughout high school for investing in me and believing in me. I also want to give a special thanks to my student council advisors, Ms. Zolke and Ms. Pope, and my NHS advisors, Ms. Sullivan and Ms. DeBras. When you're in some organizations for multiple years, the advisors get to know you a little better. And I want to thank you all for putting up with me and helping me grow. Now I want to thank my dad. My dad has shown me what it means to never meet a stranger. It doesn't matter whether we're on vacation or simply going out to eat, my dad will make friends with anyone. Even though at the time I might have been embarrassed by my dad laughing his head off with some random dude we met, it is truly a great personality trait to have. I admire him for it. My dad has also pushed me to follow my interests and dreams. Thank you, Dad, for pushing me to do what I love and for making time for me and for whatever I have going on. I love you. I also want to thank my mom. I literally could say so many things about my mom, but I will stop so I don't go on too long. Growing up, she was who I wanted to model my life after. I wanted to become valedictorian because she made that dream possible in my mind. She has also been my rock. Throughout high school and my life, I've always been able to come to her no matter the situation. It didn't matter if it was a project due the next day or a speech that I needed to practice saying. She would always make time to help me. My mom and I butt heads at times because of how similar we are, but I just want to say how appreciative I am of the sacrifices you have made for me. Thank you for being there for when I truly needed it and for being my best friend. I love you so much, Mom. Thinking back over the last 4 years, it's crazy to imagine that we're all right here graduating. We've all spent so much time at this school with all of our classmates and teachers, and now we'll probably never see the majority of them again. We're moving on to the next section of our lives, whether that is more education, trade school, or maybe a job. High school will just become a fading memory, involving moments of happiness, sadness, and definitely some embarrassment. And let me tell you, I've had my fair share of all of those. One such experience that stands out to me especially is my time on our JV football team. I'm going to be brutally honest when I tell you all this evening that I knew nothing about football. In the words of some wise scholar, I had to fake it till I made it. Some of my most memorable moments include getting trucked almost every practice by a senior lineman 3 times my size every time the coach got mad at him. Normally you'd think I'd tie that into experience involving a lesson about someone's ability to overcome anything. But no, I definitely did not overcome that. And I'm not sure it would be possible to put a stop to a 300-pound man. Football did teach me some valuable lessons though. It taught me what it meant to climb rusty monkey bars over and over in the freezing cold temperatures. Actually, I'm not so sure what that taught me, but I definitely do not want to do that again. But in all seriousness, it taught me humility and definitely put me outside of my comfort zone and forced me to get out of my shell. There's one coach that pushed me in terms of grades and football. That was Coach Durbin. Coach Durbin, who had to move away due to his father, was my personal hype man. Every time I saw him, he would ask me if I was valedictorian yet and brag on me to anyone who listened. Although this was a small gesture, it truly motivated me, as well as showed me that a small gesture can have a big impact. I've always been told when writing essays to never tell the reader what to do, because what advice or knowledge could a high school student truly have? And I do understand where that perspective is coming from, but I would love to leave my fellow students, and maybe even some parents, with a word of advice. It doesn't matter how well or how poorly you did in high school. That is in the past, and now you have the rest of your life ahead of you. I 100% believe that hard work and consistency always pays off. So maybe you hated school, or maybe you didn't try at all. No matter what anyone says, you can still put in that hard work and become successful. That may include going to college, or maybe that includes starting a business or becoming a musician. We're all young and have so much life left to live. So please, be spontaneous and take big risks. Don't be bound by high school, but use your success, or even failure, as a stepping stone to reach your dreams. There's a quote I once heard that says, "Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is yet to come. We only have today, let us begin." As we celebrate this great achievement of our life, I urge all of you to remember that yesterday is gone. So let's seize the day, work hard, and accomplish our dreams. Thank you.
Dr. Morrison and Board Trustees, will you please join me at the front of the stage in the presentation of the valedictorian plaque? Nicholas Enzi, on behalf of the Montgomery High School of the class of 2021, we honor you. Montgomery High School valedictorian for the class of 2021, Nicholas Enzi. Thank you. Among these two great leaders, I would like to recognize a special group that have led alongside of them. A student body whose superior academic accomplishments has earned them the rank of honor graduates. Would the honor graduates of the class of 2021 please stand at this time so that we may recognize and honor you. Thank you. You may be seated. Dr. Morrison, will you please come forward for the confirmation of the participants? Dr. Morrison, I would like to present the class of 2021 as candidates for participation in this graduation ceremony.
Dr. Scher, have these young men and young ladies completed the requirements of the state of Texas to receive their high school diploma or appropriate certificate?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Scher, have these candidates for graduation successfully completed the requirements under the policies of Montgomery ISD that have earned them a high school diploma?
Yes, sir.
Then, Dr. Scher, I ask that you give each of these candidates their high school diploma or appropriate certificate.
Yes, sir. We are now ready to present the diplomas. Ms. Zulke, please come forward to begin the reading of names. First row, please stand. Members of the audience, may we please ask that your full cooperation in refraining from any disruption during the part of the ceremony. Please allow us to give the graduate and his/her family the opportunity to hear each name called. Thank you for your cooperation.
Nicholas Aiden Enzi. Dustin Lee Dillon. Harshit Sai Hari. Abigail Lois Wilson. Jordan Taylor Payne. Justin Leonard Rizzo. Alexander James Holloway. Colton Fields Carwile. Madison Elise Rodriguez. Zoe Noel Guillo. Gary Frank Watson. Weston Anthony Dean. Matthew Ferris Binky. Casey Catherine Barrett. Taryn Christopher McNelly. Daniel Coe Chang. Joshua Jesus Ramirez. Olivia Marie Sims. Kendall Grace Wilson. Ryan Hunter Stevens. Zachary Philip Hurd. Siaki James Nelson. Michaela Renee Valdez Lowry. Samantha Marie Nordstrom. Mackenzie Kellyanne Lee Taylor. Mia Ray Daggetts. Reagan Elizabeth Van Dyne. Kinsley K. Morris. Lindsay Elizabeth Albert. Kalani Lee Hayden. Lacey Sharon Chillick. Megan Elizabeth Moore. Julie Wynn. Rachel Michelle Homan. Katie Elizabeth Jones. Nicholas Robert Aflito.
Robert Anthony Ackerley. Brett Allen Ackerman. Michelle Elise Aguilar. Tyler Martin Alarid. Anthony Aldaba. Zachary Thomas Anderson. Mackenzie Bryce Andrews. Augustus Jackson Angevine. Jonathan Wade Argabright. Keegan Timothy Armand. Kayla Renee Arnsworth. Madison Darlene Austin. Ian Connor Avendano. Sheridan Rose Batista. Ashley Rain Bennett. Ryan Lewis Barrett. Hayden Thomas Bible. Tanessa Lee Jean Bingham. Abigail May Benz. Hayden Carey Bither. Taylor Bree Bohawk. Jeffrey Dylan Braden. Jaden Tykeese Bradley. Bailey Elizabeth Broussard. Lauren Elizabeth Brock. Kai Michael Brooks. Loriana Marie Brooks. Charles Willard Brown IV. Travis James Brown. Ethan Chance Brown. Chandler Addison Burnett. Jordan Nicole Burnett. Jacqueline Claire Bynum. Gavin Scott Campbell. Hayden Brian Capps. Cutter Ethan Carwile. Benjamin Alfredo Chacon Morales. Lauren Taylor Chandler. Zara Elizabeth Chapman. Madison Sue Chappell. William Hogan Choate. Caleb Stephen Clements. Jack Thomas Coakley. Luke Everett Cockcroft. Caitlin Nicole Cody. Victoria Ann Cole Taylor. Samuel Robert Cook. Tyler Rage Cook. Carson Alexander Cooper. Maria Jo Cooper. Alexa Lane Couch. Avery Grace Cowan. Kane Michael Cox. Melanie Beth Sybil Cruz. Amanda Gabriela Cruz Lopez. Hunter Lee Daigle. Kelby John Danes. John Harlan DeRay. Natalie Karen Davis. Travis Blake Davis. Avery Diane Dawson. Shane Michael Deering. Hunter Rafe Delahousie. Rachel Marie Denner. Cody Laster DeRosset. Jade Sue Young Diaz. Caroline Grace Dishman. Catherine Frances Dodson. Sebastian True Mario Dooley. McKenna Peyton Dossett. Jaden Antone Douglas. Evan Ryan Dowdy. Emma Elaine Doyle. Ashley Dawn Drake. Cassie Lee Draper. Aaron K. Ducharme. Dalton Wade Dukes. Lillian Elizabeth Dunsworth. Jason Kwok Duong. Madison Blaine Ernest. Keely Grace Edgar. Riley Jean Edgar. Gracie Kate Edwards. Emma Davy Eli. Madeline Avery Fain. Alyssa Christine Faderkowski. Lauren Mikkel Farrow. Yeah. Madison Grace Fields. Madison Faith Finley. Colby Mason Fitzgerald. Jackson Dean Fitzpatrick. Kyle Patrick Fontenot. Hunter Jarrell Ford. Quintus Rainier Ford. Tristan Lazarus Ford. Helen Deborah Formisano. Josiah David Gaetani. Tristan Anthony Galvan. James Allen Gardner. Chardonnay Champel Gardner Jones. Braxton Chase Garner. Justin Adam Gary. Erin Elizabeth Garza. Jackson Montgomery Giddens. Tiana Divinity Neve Gobert. Grant Michael Gore. Braden Scott Graham. Marissa Lynn Graham. Eric Matthew Gregg. Derek Dean Gregg. Nicholas Paul Griffin. Audrey Marie Grimmett. Matthew Nels Grimmett. Lacey Marguerite Grove. Isaac Owen Kishfin. Kylie Brooke Gustafson.
Jacob Greg Hammonds. Avery Jean Hanlon. Lewis Wayne Harden. Emily Ann Harrell. Christavion Jerome Harrison. Elizabeth Rose Hayes. William Robert Mackenzie Hearn. Maxwell Modelo Heckler. Selena Rose Heldenbrand. Lily Elizabeth Hintz. Ashlyn Elizabeth Herman. Mariah Lynn Hernandez. Luke William Higginbotham. Elliot Matthew Hybe. Kobe Daniel Hilton. Emma Estelle Holiday. Caleb Malachi Holstein. Savannah Marie Horton. Braden Michael Hudak. Errol Blaine Houghton. Danny Douglas Howes. Lane Thomas Imhoff. Remington Lynn Isaac. Michael Edward Azaza. Mackenzie Cordelia Jackson. Hunter Everett Yawn. Jarrett Trenton James. Jamel Tyreek Jefferson. Hannah Mae Jeffrey. Nancy Diane Jimenez Martinez. Davion Marquise Johnson. Cody Joseph Johnson. Delaney Grace Johnson. Emma Jean Johnson. Tristan Ben Johnson. Brendan Thomas Jolly. Chase Ryan Colosis. Rylan Christopher Kerr. Yes. Wyatt James Kelly. Nathan Tyler King. Sebastian Dushan King. Emily K. Madison Klingon. Bailey Joe Kasut. Landon Paul LaPrairie. Colin Ho How Lau. Clyde Carl Law. Cindy Com Hong Lee. Rainey Denise Lavasser. Joseph Lee Lewis. Chloe Isabella Lopez. Lauren Renee Love. George Richard Lujan. Maggie Lorraine Lynch. Kaylin Andrew McKinnon. Eli Marquez. Hannah Margaret Martin. Owen Carl Martin. Zachary Ryan Martin. Rafe Edward Mask. Jenny Catherine Massengill. Caden Cole Mathis. Allison Page McCarter. Quinn Reese McClendon. Kayliana Deshay McCoy. Matthew Donovan McCon. Raina Allen McWhorter. Dalen Elico Mendoza. Dalton Wayne Merriman. Kyle Nicholas Meyer. Cameron William Middleton. Mackenzie Reagan Miller. Mason Lawrence Miller. Daniel Odipo Miregi. Courtney K. Middlestead. Eric Jack Mittelstead. Colby Ashton Mize. Abigail Jean Monter. Shelby Nicole Montgomery. Mateo Anthony Marino. Andre Christophe Morgan. Crystal Andrea Morgan. Lane Anthony Morris.
Emery Braden Nicholson. Austin James Norris. Emily Brooke Nuccia. Tala Ayesha Obalik. Christian Daniel Oleo. Liberty Reese Oliver. Haley Juliana Ornelas. Nicholas Michael Ortel. Chloe Alla Ortolina. Ashlyn Grace Osborne. Caden Craig Ottinger. Elizabeth Marie Paget. Blaine Nathaniel Pavlok. Francisco Adrian Perez Lozano. Carter Allen Perkins. Michael Tyler Perkins. Macy Lynn Pessel. Tristan Cott Peterson. Jolie Jacqueline Phillips. Emily Kate Pickett. Clark Anthony Pierce. Caitlin Audra Peart. Darren Fernando Pino. Justin Ray Pittman. Alexandria Joy Paynish. Haley Elaine Poff. Ayeka Marie Potter. Justice Nicole Preether. Zoe Melody Pirelli. Evelyn Claire Prochaska. Carly Malin Reeves. Ethan Alexander Reed. Dylan Dakota Reynolds. Natalie Lynn Reynolds. Kaylee Jean Rich. Matthew Eric Rickman. Alyssa Faith Rios. Lauren Marie Rodriguez. Levi Cole Rodriguez. Colton Wyatt Rogers. Holiday Brienne Romaril Bastos. Rosemary Evelyn Roth. Skyla K. Roth. Zachary David Rowe. Okay. Scarlett Anne-Marie Ruff. Travis James Elihu Ruff. Julia Annette Russ. Mia Anise Russell. Jonathan Robert Rust, Sebastian Nathan Saavedra, Jacob Michael Sandegren, Rhiannon Renee Shepard, Richard Rugley Serrell IV. Thank you. Dinah Elizabeth Perez Schenkel, Lindsay Marie Shirk, Jacob Matthew Silvas, Logan Dean Slalinsky, Ashley Lynn Smith, Benjamin Nace Smith, Hunter Isaiah Smith, Caitlin Mackenzie Smith, Nathaniel Aaron Smith, Shelby Nicole Snowdy. I'm gonna pause. Kenzie Brienne Soap, Mason Timothy Solomon, Diego Antonio Spate, Wesley Braden Spell, Tuesday Elizabeth Starkey, Joseph Lee Steinecke, Madison Elizabeth Stein, Isabella Alicia Stowers, Sailor Rain Summers, Isaac Jacob Tafoya, Jordan Ty Talley, Matthew Alexander Tamez, Alyssa Marie Tottenham, Sky Lynn Taylor, Leighton Michael Tears, Zachary Tanner Teets, Emma Renee Templeton, Trey Nicholas Turner, Risa Shalom Tybo, Townley Nicole Thompson, Ashton Marie Tenney, Weston Cade Tipton, Elizabeth Rose Tracy, Tyler Donald Traylor, Emily Dawn Trout, Alexander Adrian Sang, Reed Wilson Turner, Zachary Allen Tyree, Vicente Costa Venegas, Robert Ogden Van Zant, Yahir Vargas, Georgia Lee Barnum, Camilla Viabla, Gracie Carol Wally, Haley Lynn Walker, Brandon Joseph Warren, Julia Alexandra Warren, Kaylee Nicole White, Madison Lee Whitfield, Kaylin Bryce Whitener, James Ward Wilkerson, Jordan Bennett Williams, Cole Larkin Williamson, Lydia Catherine Wilson, Tyler Hugh Winters, Raphael Allen Wolf, William Cody Womack, Randy Lynn Joe Woods, Case Lennon Wyrick, Mateusz Tadeusz Zelewecki,
Parents, relatives, friends, may I present you the graduation class of 2021. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage our class president, Reagan Van Dyne, our number 3, Harshith Hari, our number 4, Abigail Wilson, and our number 5, Taylor Payne. Please join me on stage to close out our ceremony. Harshith, please come forward and lead the class in the turning of the tassels.
We watched each other grow, make memories, and of course, make a few mistakes along the way. But there is one last thing that we get to do together, and it is my privilege to lead you. Seniors, at this time, please rise. Seniors of 2021, congratulations on a job well done. Now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Dr. Scher, I present the graduates of 2021.
Thank you, Harshith, and congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome your class president, Reagan Van Dyne, to the podium for closing remarks.
Good evening. My name is Reagan Van Dyne, and I am extremely honored and thankful to have served as your class president this year. For as long as I could remember, it has always been a dream of mine to walk across this stage. Well, now the time has come. All the tedious work we've all poured into our studies these past 12 years has finally paid off. Each and every one of us has had their own journey to getting this moment right here, right now. For some of us, the journey was difficult. Others may say it was a breeze. No matter the individual, you did it. We did it. Class of 2021, we graduated. Over the past 4 years, we've not only grown individually, but together as well, making me believe that we have formed one of the most successful graduating classes Montgomery has ever seen. While being here, it's easy to overlook the countless blessings, and at times, we may not have appreciated all of the things around us, but we have been extremely fortunate to be a part of such an amazing school and community. A big thanks to our family, friends, teachers, coaches, counselors, and administrators for helping us get to this point. We couldn't have done this without you. You've given us the experiences, pride, and dedication that make us Montgomery Bears. So, as we walk out of the stadium to move on to the next big things in our lives, always remember, it's a great day to be a Montgomery Bear.
Thank you, Reagan. Abigail Wilson and Taylor Payne, would you please join me to the podium to lead us in the alma mater and the closing of our ceremony?
Please join in one last time together as we sing our alma mater as a Montgomery High School Bear. Please stand.
Class of 2021, you may now let your caps fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2021.